You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome. Today we're digging into a really fascinating mix of sources you've shared with us. We've got everything from AI that's, well, frankly, acing math tests to how you might charge your car in the future, and even some huge global projects.
Exactly. Our aim here is basically to connect those dots for you, find the key insights, the surprising bits, and give you a handle on what's happening without you having to wade through everything yourself.
Okay, let's kick off with something maybe a little unexpected. This Tesla supercharger diner that just opened up in LA.
Yes, I saw.
It's open to everyone now, not just Tesla drivers. It's got, what, 80 chargers, 2 movie screens, a 247 diner, serving local food, apparently. So this is more than just a charging station, right? What's the bigger picture here?
Well, what's really fascinating, I think, is how it ties into Musk's wider strategy. He talked about wanting these diner spots in cities along major routes.
Right.
It's about making EV ownership feel less like a chore, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, transform charging time into something desirable, a destination.
So redefining the whole rest stop idea for the electric age.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe even giving traditional roadside places a run for their money. It's an interesting integration of tech infrastructure with, like, social spaces, entertainment.
Okay, so from physical spots, let's jump over to artificial intelligence. This is where things get really interesting, I think.
Always.
Google Gemini, that's the DeepMind model, it just scored a gold medal result on the International Mathematics Olympiad.
Wow, the IMO. That's serious. That's not just calculation. That requires real creative problem solving.
Exactly. And get this, OpenAI's model scored exactly the same, 35 out of 42.
Okay, so neck and neck there.
Yeah. And the sources said Google's was trained on high-quality solutions, general hints, but neither used external tools during the test.
Right, which is key. And if you think bigger picture, scoring like that, it shows AI's reasoning ability hitting a level we used to think was, uniquely human. We're already seeing AI pop up in physics research, for instance, helping design experiments, finding subtle patterns in really complex data, even helping formulate hypotheses.
So it's becoming a serious research assistant.
A very powerful one, yeah. It hasn't made like a fundamental new discovery on its own yet, but the potential as a tool in science is just undeniable.
But it's not all smooth sailing in the world of huge AI plans, is it?
Oh, what now?
The Stargate project, the massive $500 billion SoftBank and OpenAI collaboration.
Oh, right. The one meant to supercharge U.S. AI infrastructure.
Well, apparently it's hidden some snags, plans scaled back for the near term, and they haven't even closed a single data center deal yet.
Huh. Okay, so that's significant.
It kind of highlights the sheer difficulty, doesn't it? Even with $500 billion potentially on the table.
It really does. It raises big questions about, the practical hurdles, timelines for these massive world-changing tech projects. It's not just about the idea or the money. It's real-world stuff, like land, permits, building things.
Yeah, absolutely. And while those huge projects are facing challenges, other tech is quietly changing things right now, like food delivery.
Ah, the robots are coming for our pizza.
Sort of. Seems like $3.5 billion has poured into delivery robotics since 2019. Just think, U.S. restaurants get, 4 billion orders a year just through apps.
4 billion. Wow. Okay, so $3.5 billion into automating that. That's serious investment.
Right.
It definitely signals a shift. Maybe moving away from relying so heavily on gig workers for that last mile towards something more automated, predictable, maybe cheaper in the long run.
Could reshape how restaurants operate, maybe, and what we expect as customers.
Absolutely. It's more than just efficiency. It could be a whole new delivery system.
Okay, and thinking even bigger, globally, China's started work on this enormous hydropower project, a mega dam on the Yarlung-Tsangpo River.
The Yarlung-Tsangpo, right? That's the river that flows down into India and Bangladesh as the Brahmaputra.
Exactly. And this isn't just one dam. It's 5 Cascade stations.
Yeah.
The goal is 300 million megawatts a year.
300 million megawatts. That's an absolutely vast amount of power.
Huge, right. Enough to power basically all of France for a year, just for comparison.
With a river like that, building dams, especially that size,
Yeah.
there's bound to be controversy.
Well, yeah. And our sources definitely highlight that. There's criticism, serious concerns raised by India, Bangladesh, Tibetan groups, environmental organizations.
Understandable. Because damming a river that flows across borders, it could have massive downstream impacts on water availability, ecosystems, millions of people.
Right. So it's important we mention that these concerns are out there, reported in the materials we looked at. It's a complex situation.
Very complex. Geopolitics, environment, energy needs, all colliding.
So we've covered a lot. AI acing tests, charging diners, delivery robots, massive dams. When you look at all this, what's the big takeaway for you, for the listener?
I mean, it really underscores how fast things are moving, doesn't it? Technology, ambition. They're constantly reshaping our world. Sometimes it's obvious, like a new gadget, but sometimes it's these huge infrastructure shifts or algorithms getting smarter.
Yeah.
And it happens in ways we expect, but also in ways that are, frankly, surprising. And it almost always has these knock-on effects, these implications for how we actually live day to day.
It definitely makes you think. Which of these things we talked about today do you reckon will actually touch your life the most? Maybe sooner than you think? Something to ponder.
Spoken Tech for your ears.